Hello, everyone. I'm Allison Bolander, career counselor at Mechanicsville High School. Today, we have with us for our virtual college visit, Kayla McKinney from Hollins University. Take it away.
Thanks so much, Allison. I'm so glad that you are tuning in to learn a little bit more about Hollins. I want to start off with giving you the opportunity to let us learn a little bit more about you. So feel free to pause the video here so that you can scan this code and we can gain a little bit more information about you and your interests, and we'll be able to follow up with you with some personalized info for you. So a little bit of information about Hollins. We are the oldest women's college in Virginia. We were founded in 1842, and Hollins is home to about 800 students. Hollins students are encouraged to explore their own unique interests through a liberal arts curriculum. We have about 29 different majors to choose from and an average class size of 11 or 12 students. So students are really supported through close relationships with their professors and advisors. You can see on screen that a few of our most popular majors include English, biology, business, psychology, and studio art. So our students are really studying across the curriculum and developing a pretty well-rounded experience while they're at Hollins. In addition to academics, we have a thriving Division III athletics program that competes in the Old Dominion Athletic Conference. And if you're an athlete, I would recommend you check out hollinssports.com to learn more about our teams and our recruiting process. Hollins is located in the heart of the Blue Ridge Mountains in Virginia. The city of Roanoke is a small but really vibrant community with a thriving downtown area and countless outdoor recreation opportunities. Campus is a convenient 15-minute drive from a variety of shops, museums, restaurants, and the local airport. Campus is also located near regional metropolitan areas like Washington, D.C., and our state capital, Richmond. These nearby cities give students new places to explore on day trips away from campus and also become home to our students as they complete month-long internships sponsored by our alumni and professional networks in those areas. Despite our small size, Hollins values being a diverse community where all identities and perspectives are welcomed and celebrated. You'll find that about a third of our students identify as students of color and or Hispanic or Latinx. Our community embraces students for who they are and strives to make Hollins feel like home for everyone. You'll see that we have almost a 50-50 split of students from Virginia versus outside of the state. And we also welcome students from about 44 states and 20 different countries. Students at Hollins have the opportunity to join one of almost 30 clubs and student-run organizations and are encouraged to create organizations that represent their interests by drafting a club constitution, gathering a few members, and proposing new club ideas during our Student Government Association's weekly Senate meeting. Our active student organizations enable students to find community on campus among peers who share common interests or identities, and also give students access to leadership roles and event planning experience as they host activities and events for the campus community. You can see on screen that I like to break our clubs and organizations up into a few categories. One of them is affinity or identity-based groups. One is a category of kind of special interests. So everything from chess club to our community gardening club. And then we do have a category of kind of academic and athletic focused organizations as well. Clubs and organizations are definitely a really thriving part of our campus life and a great way to get involved and make friends. In addition to in-class academic support, Hollins encourages students to take their learning beyond the classroom. Our Rutherford Center for Experiential Learning ensures that students have access to hands-on learning through study abroad, individual research, internships, leadership opportunities, and community engagement. About 91% of Hollins students take advantage of some of these experiential learning opportunities, and access to these programs is guaranteed for every student who is interested. You'll find that some of our majors require a study abroad, research, or internship experience in order to graduate from that program. Our students have about 20 different study abroad locations to choose from, everywhere from London and Paris, kind of the traditional Europe abroad experience to something a little more adventurous. We have some partnerships with organizations in Argentina, in South Africa, in Japan, so a wide variety of opportunities for students to go abroad. We have several research fellowship opportunities and of course the opportunity for you to work independently on research projects under the advising of a faculty member. And then our Career Center on campus supports students in the internship process as well. Our commitment to career preparedness really does run deep at Hollins. 3 out of 4 students complete an internship before graduation, which really makes their resume stand out among others when they're applying for jobs or graduate school later on. Some of our recent and ongoing internship placements include with the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C., with Estee Lauder companies in New York City, with the Virginia House of Delegates, and with the Virginia Museum of Fine Arts. Our experiential learning opportunities definitely contribute to student outcomes and success as they graduate from Hollins. 95% of our graduates are in graduate school or employed within 1 year of graduation, which is much higher than the national average and something that we're very proud of our students for achieving. So here are just a few of the ways that Hollins stands out among other colleges and universities nationwide. These accolades are sourced from the Princeton Review, which is a great resource as you begin exploring colleges and want to compare some of your top choices. It's definitely hard to identify or define who a typical Hollins student is, but I think that these accolades kind of showcase the involvement and engagement and diverse array of interests that our students and our alumni have. So if Hollins sounds like a good fit for you, we'll talk a little bit about the application process. It's free to apply to Hollins, and you can use either the Common App or our own online application through hollins.edu. In addition to your application itself, which includes an essay component, we also require a high school transcript, and we ask for either a secondary school report form from your counseling office or a letter of recommendation written by an adult who knows you well. Test scores are optional. We are fully test optional. That means we will not require an SAT or ACT score for you to be considered for admission or for scholarships. Okay, so that's our application process. On this slide, you'll see that we have 3 different application deadlines. These are the same every year. Be sure to note that our November 1st early decision deadline is a binding application that requires your commitment to Hollins. So if you're exploring early and decide that Hollins is your top choice and definitely the place you want to be, you might consider applying as an early decision student. The early action application is great if you're still exploring college options but want to apply a little earlier and have more time for scholarship opportunities and things like that. Either way, we're typically able to provide an admission decision within about 2 weeks of receiving your completed application file. So that gives you plenty of time to feel really confident as you explore Hollins and work towards making your big decision. Hollins is committed to making our liberal arts education affordable and accessible to students. This commitment includes a scholarship guarantee of at least $24,000 in grants and scholarships annually. For Virginia students, you're also eligible for the Virginia Tuition Assistance Grant, which as of the 21-22 academic year is set at $4,000 per year. So you're already coming in with an acceptance from Hollins with this guarantee of $24,000 plus about $4,000 from Virginia as a Virginia resident. That's a great package to start off with. You'll also see that our average aid award, including some need-based financial aid as well as merit scholarships, falls just under $37,000 per year. We'd love to see you at any of our upcoming visit opportunities, whether those are virtual or on campus. We're hosting student panels and information sessions online. You can find those at the link on the left. And if you'd like to come to campus for either a private visit or an open house event, you can do so by going to hollins.edu/visit and clicking on the calendar. All right, so I hope you found this information helpful. You can contact us through our main office phone or email address. I am the admission counselor who works with students in your area. You can reach out to me through either phone or email listed on the slide, and I'll get back to you personally. You can also follow us on social media. It's a great way to explore campus from the student's perspective, learn more about our academic programs, and see some highlights of events and things going on throughout the year. Thanks so much. You're on mute, Allison. Still muted, Allison.
Okay, now I'm unmuted. Thank you. So thank you for all of that information. Let me ask you one question. If you think of one event on campus, which is really the highlight, what would it be?
Gosh, it's definitely Tinker Day. That is one of our traditions. As a historic college and a women's college, we have a pretty wide variety of traditions that happen throughout the year that really bring the community together, sometimes to celebrate things in a really silly way, and sometimes they're a little more formal. Tinker Day is one of the sillier traditions. It happens every year, typically in October. So here we are on October 6th, and campus is getting a little antsy. When is Tinker Day going to be? It's a surprise day. It's named after Tinker Mountain, which is right next to campus. And on this surprise day, that's usually in October, but sometimes not, our senior class runs through the residence halls on campus. We're a fully residential campus, so all of our students are living here and get to experience the banging of pots and pans at about 7 a.m. on the morning of Tinker Day. You get up and go to the dining hall in your PJs, and the traditional Tinker Day breakfast is Krispy Kreme donuts. We order them by the hundreds. And after breakfast, everyone puts on really silly costumes. If you Google search Hollins University Tinker Day, you will see all kinds of costumes and get some ideas for yourself. You'll also see our president fully dressed in her Tinker Day costumes as well. We gather on front quad, which is actually my Zoom background here. So we gather here, and the president kicks off Tinker Day with an official proclamation, and then the whole campus community climbs to the very top of Tinker Mountain, which is a private property hike. So it's a unique experience that only Hollins students get to have that hike. And at the very top, there are skits and games and silly awards given away. The traditional picnic lunch is fried chicken and mac and cheese and a very secret chocolate cake recipe that we call Tinker Cake. And then everyone hikes back down after lunch and all of the festivities on top of the mountain, and usually takes a nap because classes have been canceled for the rest of the day, and it's kind of exhausting, but so fun and such a unique experience. And I personally love that our faculty and staff get involved. New professors do a skit every year. That's part of the tradition. So that's a really fun thing. And it's a great way to get to know students across different class years as well.
That sounds a really fun day that I would love to attend, and promotes definitely community on your campus for sure.
Yeah.
I am going to look up Tinker Day so I can get more information. So thank you for sharing that with us. Well, I will make sure that I will put all your contact information for getting in touch with you in this video. And thank you so much for joining us today, Kayla.
Thanks so much, Allison.
All right, take care. Have a good day.
Thanks, you too.